Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Bapi Hamid. So guys, so far we have covered so many topics inside Python. We have learned different topics inside Python. So now it's time to implement one mega project with the concept actually we have learned so far. So in this particular video, I'm going to implement one amazing Python project called Iron Man Jarvis System. I think those who are fan of Iron Man movies, I think you know what is Jarvis System. So Tony Stark has his own actually personal AI assistant, which actually he can talk, which he actually assign any kinds of command, and it will do that particular task, okay, with respect to the command here he is assigning, right? So we'll be implementing the similar kinds of system here, like the Jarvis system. So we'll be creating a system, so it will take our command and it will do some specific task, okay, based on our actually command actually will be giving, okay, in this particular, let's say, system. So for this, I'm going to use Python programming, and whatever small concept we have learned so far, we'll be trying to use them, okay, one by one. And trust me guys, after implementation this particular project, each and everything would be clear, like whatever concept we have learned in Python, okay, how we can use them to implement a big project exactly, right? So this is what actually programming, you have to only understand the syntax and the logic, and you have to use them all together, and you have to implement one big projects, okay, with that. So this is going to be one very interesting video, so make sure you are watching this particular video till the end. And not only this project, we'll be also implementing some more projects so that your understanding would be more clear, okay, no need to worry, we'll be implementing a couple of projects, okay, in this particular playlist. So first of all, let me open up my Blackboard and let me write down all the steps actually we're going to perform in this particular implementation. Then I'm going to start with our actual project implementation. So guys, here we're implementing one mega project, okay, mega project. And I already told you, if you're implementing any kinds of projects, okay, with the help of Python, I already suggest you some of the steps actually you have to follow. The first step, I think you remember, first of all, we have to create an environment, okay, we have to create an environment, that means virtual environment. I think you remember, right, how to create the virtual environment. So after creating virtual environment, I have to do the project setup. Okay, project setup. Project setup means we have to install some required package. So here we'll be using some of the Python package to implement this particular entire project. So those packages actually have to install in this particular environment, right? And the third thing, you have to design the project architecture. Project architecture. Okay. Project architecture means the functionality you will be implementing inside your project. So if I'm talking about Jarvis, Iron Man Jarvis. So inside Jarvis, what are the functionality you can see? Just try to think. Just pause the video and try to think, or you can also watch some YouTube videos on top of Jarvis. Like what are the functionality actually it has. Now see, Jarvis can perform actually all kinds of tasks, whatever tasks are available inside our computer. But here I'm not going to integrate actually all the tasks here, okay, all the operations here. I'm going to show you some specific actually operation, okay, some specific task actually I'm going to add in this particular system. And once you get it, okay, once you see the implementation, how I'm doing the implementation, okay, you can automatically add some more tasks, okay, in this particular Jarvis system. It's not like that you will be adding everything in one day. It's a like day by day implementation. Day by day actually will be improving this particular application. Okay, this is the idea. So let me write down some of the functionality actually I'm going to add in this particular, let's say, system. So if you see the Jarvis, the first thing Jarvis can do, it can listen. Okay, it can listen. Okay, it can listen. And the second thing you can see, it can take command. Okay, take command. That means whatever command you are giving, it can understand that particular command. Third thing you can see, it can speak. Okay, it can speak. That means if you are asking anything, it will do the reply. Okay, not in the text form, it will do the reply in a voice form. Okay, it will give you the voice message. Okay, this is called speak. So these are the actually main component of a Jarvis system. Okay, main component of a Jarvis system. With the help of that, we can add lots of tasks. Okay, we can add lots of tasks. We can assign lots of tasks in this particular system. Let's say if I want to hear the time, okay, if I want to know the time, I can give a command, what is the time? Okay, what is time? So first of all, it will listen this particular voice. Okay, I'm speaking, it will listen that particular voice. Then it will understand. Okay, it will understand this voice, like what you are trying to say. So you are trying to say what is time, okay, or what is the time. that means it is understanding your command. Okay, it is understanding your command. Then it will just search the time, okay, the current time, and it will tell you, okay sir, this is the time. Let's say it's 11:30 p.m. Okay, so the reply actually you are getting, again, it's a voice form. That means it is speaking. Okay, it is speaking at that particular, let's say, time. So again, you can see this speak functionality is using here. So that's how I told you these are the actually main component of a Jarvis system. That means whatever task actually you want to add, let's say what is time, what is my name, wish me, okay, then open Google, open Facebook, whatever, let's say, command you are giving, okay, to your Jarvis, all the tasks can be performed with the help of this three component. Okay, these three component, first of all, I have to implement inside this particular system. Then all the tasks actually I can perform with the help of this three actually component. Okay, I hope you got it. So first of all, we'll be implementing these three component, the listen function, take command function, okay, then speak function, one by one. Then I'm going to add some of the tasks actually I want to perform, okay, from my Jarvis itself. Fine. Then I will give you some guidance actually how we can add some more actually task here if you want to perform. Okay, and day by day you can improve this particular Jarvis system. Okay, so first of all, let's prepare our environment and set up the projects, okay, one by one. Then I will show you the implementation, okay, how I can do the implementation. So for this, I'm going to open up an empty folder, and inside that I'm going to create a folder called with my project name. Let's say this is I'm implementing called Jarvis System. Okay, so Jarvis System. Now I'm going to open this folder, and inside that I'm going to open my Visual Code Studio. So this is my Visual Code Studio. Now let me zoom. Now the first thing what I told you, you have to create an environment, okay, because this is a new project we are implementing, and I want to create an environment with a Python specific version. So for this, I'm going to take my terminal. So terminal wise, I'm going to use command prompt. So first of all, let me activate my base environment. Now let me clear. Now if I want to create a new environment, so this is the command you have to write: conda create -n. So give the name of your environment. Let's say this is the Jarvis, we are implementing Jarvis system. Okay, system. So this is my environment name. Now I have to specify the Python version. Let's say Python is equal to, I want to take 3.8. Why am I using 3.8? Because 3.8 is the stable version so far. It can support all the library. Okay, see, I'm going to use some of the library. Those library actually very old library. Okay, very old library. And if you're using new Python version, so it might create some issue, okay, in the new environment. So that's why I'm using this particular Python 3.8, because this is the stable version so far. It can support all the libraries, right? That is why. Now 3.8, and here I'm going to give -y. That means I want to create this particular environment. Now see, if I execute the program, so it will create the environment first of all. Then I'm going to activate it. Then I'm going to install all the libraries. So in between, I can create a file called requirement.txt. I think you know, inside requirement.txt, we can add all the requirements package, and we can install in just one shot. Now see, environment is created. Now if I want to activate, this is the command. So let me just write the command. So conda. So let me copy the command and let me execute it here. Now I can clear the terminal. Now inside requirements, first of all, I have to add some libraries. That means Python package I want to use in this particular project. See, here we'll be implementing some main component of our project, the listen, the speak, okay, and the take command function. So you can see listen and take command, both are actually same. Okay, both are same entity, because you can see if my system want to take any command, first of all, it has to listen. Okay, it has to listen that particular, let's say, command. That means I'm giving a command, I'm giving a voice, actually that particular voice it has to understand. Okay, so this is called speech recognition. That means my system has to recognize my speech, okay, whatever things actually I'm telling. So these are the things are common. Okay, here you can see listen and take command. So for this, I can use one package inside Python called speech recognition. So if you just search in Google, so speech recognition in Python, so you will see this particular package. So it is already available inside PyPy package. You can see this is the speech recognition. So this particular speech recognition libraries use actually Google API. Okay, Google API to recognize the speech actually. So I can install this particular package. So this is the command, but I'm not going to install with this particular command. So I'll just only copy the name of the package. Okay, I'm going to only copy the name of the package, and inside my requirement.txt, and inside my requirement.txt, I'm going to paste it. Okay, that's the idea. Now the second package actually I need for the speak function, because if my system has to speak something, definitely I need a Python library, because I'm not going to write the code from scratch, because I told you in Python for all the domain, let's say different libraries are there, tons of libraries are there. Okay, we'll be utilizing those are the library. That's why we love Python. Okay, Python is so popular nowadays. Okay, because of this particular libraries implementation. So for speak also, I don't need to write the code from scratch. So again, I can use one library. Okay, that means I can use one package inside Python for the speak operation. So the name of the library is PyTTX. Okay, PyTTX. Okay, PyTTX3. PyPy. Okay, if I just go to in this particular website, see, PyTTX means Python text to speech. Okay, text to speech library. Text to speech, that means you will be giving text, it will automatically convert that particular text to a speech, that means the voice. Okay, that's the idea. Now I'm going to copy this particular library name, and here I'm going to paste it. Okay, now if you want to use PyTTX3 and speech recognition, so there is another library you have to use called PyAudio. Okay, PyAudio you have to also install PyAudio. So as of now, let's define these are the library only. If I need something later on, I'll be adding here. Okay, later on. So now let me save. You have to make sure you are saving this particular file with the help of Ctrl S. And now what I will do, I'll just write this particular command. So pip install -r requirement.txt. Now if I execute this particular command, you will see that all the library would be installed one by one. See, let me show you. All the library will be installed one by one. First of all, it will install speech recognition, PyTTX3 or PyAudio, and so on. Okay, so it will take some time, so I'll just wait. I'll just pause the video. Once this installation is completed, then I will come back again. So guys, you can see installation is completed and there is no error. That means congratulations, you have installed successfully. Now let me clear the terminal. As of now, yeah. So guys, you can see all the library has installed inside my environment, the newly created environment. Now I can start the implementation. So for this, I'm going to create a file here. I'm going to name it as main.py. Okay, so this is my file. Inside this particular Python file, I'm going to implement my project. And now see, I'm not taking any Jupyter notebook here. I've taken a Python file actually, because I told you whenever we'll be implementing actually project, we'll be using Python file, and whenever we'll be doing the experiment, that time actually I'm going to use Jupyter notebook file. Okay, that is the idea. So here, first of all, let's import all the library one by one. Okay, now see, if I want to import actually speech recognition library, so I have to import like that. So just write import speech. See, it will automatically suggest you speech, but if you're not getting the suggestion, that means you have selected the wrong environment. Below actually you can see this is the environment, and now you can see currently it is set as base environment. Now just click here and set your current one, the environment actually you have created. You can see the Jarvis system. I will now select it. Now see, if I now write this speech, and it will give me the suggestion, you can see. Okay, now I'll select this particular speech recognition, and I'm going to write as SR. Okay, SR. So what I've written, see, as SR means I'm giving a alias name. Okay, I'm giving a short name, because what happens actually if I'm not giving as SR, so every time I need to call this particular library as speech recognition, and then I'm going to use some of the functionality of the speech recognition. Okay, but if you want to, let's say, make this particular library as a short name, if you want to add some alias name, you can use this particular as keyword. Now after as, you can give any kinds of short name. Let's say I will give SR, that means speech recognition. Okay, that is the idea. So in Python, everything is possible. Fine. Then the next library actually I'm going to import my PyTTX3, because I told you I need to also make this speak functionality of my application. For this I can use Python speech to text. Okay, text to speech. So TTX3. Okay, this one TTSX3. Okay, this is the library. So here the first thing we'll be implementing this speak function. Okay, speak function. You can also implement take command, or let's say listen function, but I'm going to create this particular speak function at the very first. So to create this speak function, I already told you we can use this particular PyTTSX3 library. Now how to use this particular PyTTSX library? Okay, you can simply go to the documentation of PyTTX3. So just search for PyTTX3 documentation. Okay, documentation. So here you will see the official documentation of PyTTX3, and here you can see how to use this PyTTX3, and if you go below, you will see the code snippet. Okay, how we can use them. See, here they have given lots of example, but I'm not going to create this particular things more complex. What I will do, I'll show you the easy one, how we can use this particular PyTTX3. So the first thing what you can do, first thing you have to set the voice. Okay, you have to set the voice. Set the voice means like what voice actually want to take, whether it's a male voice or it's a let's say female voice, because inside our operating system we are having two kinds of voice, male voice and female voice. Okay, if you see the Jarvis system, Jarvis is a male voice. Okay, it's a male voice, so I have to take the male voice. So for this what I can do, first of all, let me comment here. I will be taking the voice, taking the male voice. Okay, male voice, okay, from my system. Now see, you have to call this particular pyttsx3 library. Inside that, first of all, you have to initialize it. Okay, you have to initialize it. You can see they are also initializing. Okay, this one, they are also initializing. And this object actually they are saving in a variable called engine. You can give any name, but I've given engine. And inside that, you have to mention one parameter called SAPI5. Okay. Why I've given SAPI5? Because sometimes actually it will create some issue whenever you will execute this particular code. It will give you some issue. Even I was facing before that, and I was reading some of the documentation, and I got to know if I'm mentioning SAPI5, this particular issue would be let's say resolved. Okay, automatically it would be resolved. So SAPI5 is actually parameter of the voice. Okay, of the voice actually in our operating system. So it will initialize that particular voice, okay, automatically. Then this particular engine object will have lots of property, but I'm not going to use all the property. I'm going to only use the voice property. So here I'm going to write engine dot get property. Okay, get property. And here I need to mention I only need the voices. Okay, I only need the voices property. Okay, not anything else. And whatever things it will return, I will just store in a variable called voices. Okay, that's it. Now, if you go to the documentation, you can see you can change the voice, because I told you it is having two kinds of voice, male voice and female voice. Okay. Now I need to take the male voice. For this, I can use the voice ID. So what I will do, I'll just write engine.set property. I want to set a property of the voice. Okay, voice. And I want to add actually male voice. Okay, male voice, not a female voice. And if you want to use male voice, it is available in the index 0. Because if I show you the voices, actually, if I print the voices, now let me comment this particular line. See, it will give me actually two kinds of voice. If I execute the code, let's say Python main.py. Okay, sorry, it should be Python main.py. See, it is giving me two voice actually. See, it is giving me two voice. This is one and this is another one, and it is available inside a list. Okay. So first one is the male voice, second one is the female voice. Let me show you. So simply I can just write, see here I can also show you the name. So for this, what I can do, I can just call this particular ID function, I think ID. Now let me save and let me execute. Okay, it's a list actually. I can't directly perform the ID. So what I have to do, I can just write a for loop on this particular, let's say list, and I can show you. So simply I'll just write for I in voices. Okay, then whatever actually I am getting, I'll just print the ID. So I'll just print the ID dot ID. Now see, if I execute the program, see it is giving me the voice name. Actually, the first voice name you can see TTSMS ing US debit 11.0, and the second one is, you can say US Jida 11.0. Debit is a male voice and Jida is a female voice. So I want to take the debit voice, and if I want to take the debit voice, you can see what is the debit index. This is the first index. Okay, that means 0 index. So that's why I'm using this particular statement. I'm taking the voice 0 index. Okay, 0 index. And now I want to only take the name. I'll just give the ID. Okay, that's it. Okay, whatever code I have written here, I just written in just one line. I hope you got it right. Now let me delete this particular line. I'll also delete this particular line. It's not required. That's it. Now automatically it will set the property with the male voice. Okay, with the male voice. So that means initially you have to set some of the property. Okay, initially you have to initialize the voice and have to set the property, because you want to use the male voice. Okay, not the female voice. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now see, if I want to test whether this voice is working or not, I'll just simply write engine.say. There is a function called say. Okay, say means it will automatically convert any text to voice. Let me show you. So let's say I'll just write hello everyone. Let's say this is my text, and after that you have to set another actually things called engine dot runAndWait, this one. Okay, if you're not giving runAndWait, see, it won't be showing you any kinds of voice. Let me show you. See, if I now execute this program, see, it will speak hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
Okay, I think you heard. Okay, hello everyone. Now let's see if I'm not giving this particular line runAndWait function initialization. Now see, it won't be speaking anything. Okay, it will execute, but there is no speak. So that's why you have to use this particular runAndWait. And they have also mentioned in the documentation, you can see everywhere they're using this particular runAndWait. So again, it is their implementation. This is not my implementation. They have created their library. And if you want to use their library, you have to see their documentation. Okay, how you have to use them. Okay, that is the idea. Apart from that, you can also use ChatGPT because it is the world of AI and everything is available nowadays with us. So we can also use ChatGPT. Now let's say you want to use one code. Okay, let's say you want to use this PyTTS library. Okay, and you want to, let's say, speak something. Okay, and let's say you want to convert any kinds of text to speech. So simply you can give a prompt here. So write a text to speech using PyTTSX3. Okay, 3. So you can simply give this particular prompt. Now if I execute, see, it will give you that particular code automatically. Okay, you can see it is suggesting me the code. Now see, it has given me lots of actually parameter, but I don't need it. I can simply do the modification in this particular code and see they're using this particular ID, then say function, then runAndWait. Okay, everywhere actually it will give you this particular suggestion. Okay, even in the documentation as well. So why I've showed you this one, because I just wanted to show you how, if you're using any external library, how you can get to know about this particular library. Okay, how to use them properly. Okay, so there's so many examples you will get over the Google. If you search on Google as well, you will get lots of code snippet. You can see that, and you can modify with respect to your requirement. But the code actually I have showed you. Okay, this you can use this particular code snippet. Okay, if you want to work with the text to speech. Okay, speech conversion, you can use this particular code snippet. Okay, but see, I think one thing you have observed. So far, everything we have written as a Python script. But what I told you, whenever I'm creating any kinds of application, that means real-time application, I don't need to use the scripting programming. I have to use the functional programming. That means I will be creating different module, different function. So for speak operation, I can create a function here, okay, separately. And whenever I need it, I can call that particular function. So instead of writing like that, what I will do, I'll just take a function. Okay, I'll just take a function, and I'm going to name this particular function is speak. Okay, speak, and this will take actually text. This particular function will take text as an input, and it will convert that particular text to a voice. So here I'll use the same logic, engine.say, and whatever text actually I'm getting, I will pass inside the say, and I'm going to use runAndWait. Okay, now see, if I want to now convert any text to speech, so simply I'll just call this particular function speak. Inside that I can pass any kinds of text. Let's say I'll give hello, my name is Bappy. Now let me save and let me execute the program.
Hello, my name is Bappy.
I think you have heard. Okay, so not only that, you can give any kinds of text here. Let's say I'll give I am a programmer. Any kinds of text you can pass here. It will speak that particular. It will convert that particular text to speech.
I am a programmer.
Got it? And I think you can see one echo because of my microphone. So whatever sound actually I'm getting from my speaker, my microphone is also detecting that particular, let's say, sound. That's why there is some echo. But if you execute from your end, I think you can see the clear voice. Okay, I hope you clear. So that's it. Now let me delete this particular line. It's not required. So see, we have successfully created this particular speak functionality. Okay, speak component. Now let's work on the listen component. Okay, listen component means if I'm speaking something, my system will try to recognize that particular speech. Okay, it will try to recognize, try to listen. Okay, that means it will be the voice recognition. Okay, then with the help of that, we'll be creating this particular function called take command. Let's say if I'm giving any kinds of command, let's say if I'm telling, hey Jarvis, what is the time? So it will try to recognize my command, right? So to recognize the command, I'll be using this particular listen functionality. That means speech recognition functionality. So for this, I can use this particular speech recognition library. Okay, speech recognition library I can use. So what I'll do, I'll create another function. But before that, let me close this terminal here because it is actually filling my space here. So what I'll do, I'll close it. and I will open up my Anaconda prompt in this particular directory. I think from Anaconda prompt, I can execute the code. That would be fine. So this is my Anaconda prompt. Let me redirect my location. So this is my location. It is in E drive actually. So first of all, let me go to the E drive. Then I'm going to do the change directory operation cd. Then I'm going to paste this particular link. Now you can see I'm inside my project directory. Now here I'm going to activate my environment. So conda activate. Okay, you can see my environment has been activated. Now from here also I can execute my file. See, now if I give the command, let's say python main.py. Okay, it's working. It's not speaking because I have not called this particular function. Okay, that's it. Now let me minimize this particular screen. Now see, after closing that terminal, I can see more space here. So it would be easy for me to write the code right now. Fine. Okay, now for the take command, what I can do, I can use this particular speech recognition library. Okay. Now again, if you want to use this speech recognition library, how to use it? So you can go to the documentation of speech recognition documentation. So you will see how we can use it. So if you search on Google, and you will see different documentation. So you can open up any kinds of documentation. Let's say I'll open this one, and here I will see the code snippet. Okay, I can use here. So you can see this is the code snippet. So that's actually we can use this particular speech recognition library. Again, I will share you one simple actually code snippet so that you can use it as it is, because there are so many implementation you can see. Again, it would be a little bit confusing for you, for the beginner, I know that. So I'll just show you in an easiest manner. Actually, you can use this particular speech recognition library. Either you can also ask in the ChatGPT, just try to give a prompt. I want to recognize a voice. Just give me one code with the help of speech recognition library. You will see that your ChatGPT also will generate that particular code for you. Okay. So let me show you how I created this particular speech recognition. So for this, I'm going to create a function. I'm going to name it as take command. Okay, take command. This is the function. So inside this particular function, first of all, I will call my speech recognition library. That means SR, because I have given an alias name. I think you remember SR dot recognizer. Okay, recognizer. There is a function called recognizer. You will see that this is available here also. SR dot recognizer. Yeah, you can see that SR dot recognizer they're also using. Okay, so it will start the recognition. Okay, after initializing it, then it will give me one. It will give me one object. I'll store in a R variable. Okay, it is a recognizer object. Then I have to assign my microphone, because currently I'm using a microphone, right? With the help of microphone, it will listen my voice. Yes or no? With the help of my microphone, it will listen my voice. It will actually understand my voice. So here I have to assign my microphone. So here I'll just write with SR dot microphone. There is a function called microphone, and I'm going to use my microphone as source. Okay, source of input. Okay, source of input. Once it is listening something, I'll give a message here. So it is listening right now. Okay, listening. Fine. Then I will give a time here. That means the threshold time, pause threshold time. Let's say after a specific time, again it will start the recognition. So here there's a parameter you can define called pause threshold. Just give it as 1 millisecond. If you check the documentation as well, they're also suggesting you can use different parameter here, like pause threshold. Okay, and there are some more parameter you can use. So after 1 millisecond, again it will start the listening, because you have to give some specific time. Otherwise, what will happen? It will continuously listening, and there would be an issue actually whenever it will the recognition. So that's why you have to give some time. Okay, time to wait. Then after that, whatever actually speech I'm giving to my microphone, and it is being stored in the source. So this is this source actually I'm going to pass inside my listen function. So here I'm going to run r.listen. Okay, r.listen. There is a function inside that you have to give this particular source. Okay, you will give this particular source, and it will give you one audio object. Okay, it will give you one audio object. Now I have to convert this particular audio to text. Okay, I have to convert this particular audio to text. That means I have to recognize this particular voice. For this, I can use a Google recognition, voice recognition API. It is already available inside speech recognition library. So again, so for this, I can just write it here. But before that, I'll just take a try except block, because exception handling I have to perform, because it's an external package I'm using. And definitely if I'm connecting with the Google API, so sometimes let's say this server might be down and it will throw me one error, but I don't want to get the error. What I want to do, I want to handle that particular exception. If I'm getting the error, I need to show in front of the user there is something going wrong in this particular application. Okay, so that's how we have to resolve it. Okay, that's how we have to use this particular code in a try except block. I already told you what is the use of this try except block. Okay, error handling inside Python. Okay, and what is the use of it? So that's why I'm using this particular try except block. I'll take the try block. Inside that, as of now, I'll just do the pass statement. I will also take the exception block. Let's say except exception as e, and whatever e actually I'm getting, I can print it. Okay, I can print it. Either you can also log this particular exception. And how to add the login, I think I showed you the login, how to perform the login in Python. So let me copy that particular log actually we have written. So this is the login in Python. I think you remembered, we just learned here. I'll copy all the code here. Let's say I will import the login and operating system, and I will also I'll also copy this particular code snippet, and here I can mention it. Okay, this is my login code. So here I can write, this is logger. Okay, this is logger for the application. Okay, application. Now simply I can just log the information. Instead of printing, I can just write login. Okay, login dot info. Inside that I can pass this particular e. Okay, I hope you cleared. Now inside try, first of all, I'll just give a message recognizing. Okay, recognizing. Then I will call my Google API. So here I'll just write r dot recognize. So here you have to write r dot recognize Google. Okay, with the help of Google actually API, I want to recognize this particular voice. So it will take the audio. Okay, the audio object you are getting. So I'll copy the audio and here I'll pass it. And here you have to specify the language. That means the, let's say, accent. That means in which accent actually will be speaking. See, mostly I follow the, let's say, English India accent. So here I'll just write language. If you follow the American accent, you can also give the American accent here as well. Okay, it's completely fine. So here you can give English. I'll be speaking in English and in a Indian accent. Okay, this is the idea. So again, everything is available in the documentation of speech recognition library. You can check it out. Then once it will recognize the voice, it will give me one text, and that text actually I'll be storing in a variable called query. Okay, query. And now let me print this particular query. I'll take a f string, and inside that I'll just write user said. Okay, whatever you will be speaking, it will print here, and it will also print a new line. Okay, that's why I've given /n. And if some exception going on, it will log the information. And if you want to also print something in the terminal or in the console, you can also use a print statement. And here I'll say that again please. Okay, say that again please. That means something going wrong inside this particular try block. Okay, that's why it will give you say that again please, and it will return none. Okay, it will return none that time. Otherwise it will return my query. Okay, the query actually I'm getting after doing the recognition. If my try block is working fine, okay, that time it will return my query. Otherwise it will go inside the exception and it will give me none. I hope it is clear now. Now let me execute the code and let me show you whether everything is fine or not. Simply I can call this particular function. Okay, and it will return actually query. So I will store in a query, or I can store in a text, and I can print this particular text. Now I'll open up my terminal, and now let me execute the program. So I'll just write Python main.py. Now see, it's listening. I'll say hello everyone. See, recognizing. Now you can see user said hello everyone. Okay, now see, if I again execute, how are you? See, user said how are you. That means perfectly it is recognizing my voice. Okay, and the voice actually I'm giving, it is trying to convert everything in a text. Okay, everything in a text. Now I can also use the speak function to speak this particular text. So what I can do, whatever text actually I'm getting, I'll just pass it the speak function. Okay, speak text. Now if I execute the program, how are you?
How are you?
If I again execute, hi, my name is Bappy.
Hi, my name is Bappy.
I hope you got it right. So that's how actually we can take the command and we can convert that particular command to the voice. Okay, that means whatever text actually it is giving me, I can convert it to the voice again. I hope it is clear. Okay, so successfully we have created two component. So this listen and speak, and take command, it is the same as per your listen, because we are using listen inside take command only. I hope you got it right. So this is the entire command. We can use the take command from my user. Okay, any kinds of command. So whatever things they are telling, it will return that particular text as it is. Okay, now see, with the help of this particular two function, I can easily write the different condition, different task. Okay, I want to perform from my application. Now let me show you some of the tasks actually I want to perform from my Jarvis. And if you see the project folder, it will also create the log file. Inside it will create the application log, and it is also logging the information. See, it is also logging the information. Okay, different information. So these are some actually metadata it will save automatically. Whenever you are using speech recognition, it will save some metadata inside that. And if you do some mistake, okay, if you do some mistake, it will go to the exception block, and it will see, if I just show you one exception, I think that will be fine. See, here I'm not going to speak anything. I'll just give some, let's say, noise.
None.
See, it will tell me say that please, because I haven't passed any kinds of voice. Okay, I have given some noise. That's why actually it is printing say that again please, and it is speaking none. So fine, I think you are clear, okay, how it is working, this particular function. Okay, so far whatever concept actually we have learned, everything we are trying to use. So we are using functional concept, we are also using exception handling concept. Okay, we are using different things. So guys, so far everything is working fine, but one issue I think you can see, every time I have to execute my file. See, I will execute my file. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
It will recognize and see my code execution is terminated. That means again I have to execute the file again. So again it's an issue, right? Every time I don't want to execute my file, it will keep on listening my voice. Okay, so for this what I can do, I think you know we can use something called while loop. While is an infinite loop we can use. So while, I'll just give this condition as true. That means I'm trying to say I want an infinite loop. Okay, inside while loop, actually it will keep on listening. Okay, it will keep on listening. That means it will take my query. Okay, query is equal to take command, and whatever query actually I'm getting, I'm going to just do the speak operation. Okay, speak operation. Now see, every time what will happen, it will keep on listening my voice and I can speak there. So let me again execute the program. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
My name is Bappi.
My name is Bappy.
Got it. Unless and until I'm not stopping the program, it won't be stopped. So now I'll press Ctrl C from the keyboard and it will stop the execution. Okay, I hope you got it. Fine. All right. Now see, if you see the Jarvis system, whenever Jarvis will turn on, it will wish you something. Let's say good morning, good evening, or let's say good afternoon. Okay, so this kinds of, let's say, wish actually it will perform based on the time. So I can also create a function called wish me, and inside that I can write this particular logic. So what I'll do, I'll just create a function here. After this particular take command function, maybe I can create a function, and this function will wish you. Okay, wish you. You can also mention the doc string inside every function. You can also mention a doc string. So let me mention. So let's say I'll just give a doc string here. This function converts text to text to a voice. Arguments, it takes the text, text, and returns speech. Or I can just write voice. Okay, voice. So similar wise, I can also write a, let's say, doc string here. This function takes command and recognize, returns text as query. Okay, you can also write some more information, but I'm just writing in a short way. You can edit it later on. Okay, it's up to you. Now here I'm going to create another function called wish me, or I can just create like that, wish_me. So it won't be taking any input. So inside that, first of all, I will take the time. Actually, I will take the current time. So to take the current time, you can use one package called date and time. So input date time. Okay, this one I can use. So simply I'll take the hour. Okay, hour is equal to date time. Okay, dot date time dot now. If you do the now operation, it will give you the current timestamp. Let me print and let me show you. So if I print the hour, so I have to call this function. Let me comment this line. Now let me call this function wish me. Now see if I execute the program. So it is giving me time object. Now if I want to get the time, what I have to do? Why? Because okay, so I have to give the parenthesis here. Now see if I execute the program. Now see it is giving me the current time and date. Okay, but I need the hour only. Okay, so if I want to take the hour, I'll just simply write dot hour here. Now if I again execute, see I'll get the hour. Okay, that means it's 13. That means it's 1 p.m. right now. Okay, it's 1 p.m. So 13 minutes, it's 1 p.m. Okay, it's an international time. That's why. Now I'll just write a condition based on that. I'll just write if my hour, okay, hour is, let's say, greater than and equal to 0. Okay, if greater than equal to 0 and hour is less than and equal 12. Okay, less than equal 12. That means I can speak good morning, sir. Okay, good morning, sir. How are you doing? You can give any message. I'm giving this particular message. How are you doing? That's it. Similar wise, I will just write one elif condition. So it should be elif. If my hour is greater than 12 and it is lesser than, let's say, 18 hours, that means it's good afternoon. You can simply calculate the time. You will see that it's afternoon. Okay, it's afternoon time. Or in the else condition, good evening. That means if it is more than 18, it will give you good evening that time. Okay, good evening. Okay, I hope you got it. So after wishing you, it will speak another thing. So it will speak, it will introduce actually itself. Let's say I'll just write I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you? Okay, that's it. Now see if I now execute the wish me function, it will wish you, then it will tell you this particular message.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
Okay, so it is telling me good afternoon, sir, because currently it's here actually it's 13 hours. Okay, more than 13 hours. That means it is matching this condition and it is telling me good afternoon, sir. I'm Jarvis. Tell me how I can help you. Okay, I hope you got it. So now instead of calling it here, I'll call this particular statement inside my while loop. Okay, so whenever I'll execute my program, at the very first it will just wish me. Okay, then it will start taking the command. Okay, that is the idea. So let me show you. So if I execute the program now.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
My name is Bappi.
My name is Bappy. Good afternoon, sir.
Again, it is telling
how are you doing?
Sir. Let me stop.
I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
See, I'll stop the execution. Now it will stop. Fine. Now I'm going to add some task. Okay, to my Jarvis, because I want to give some command and it will perform some task based on the command. Here you can perform lots of tasks. Again, the logic actually I'm going to implement, it's a conditional based logic. Going forward, I will also show you how we can use artificial intelligence, okay, to automate this particular process. So the code actually I'm writing, it's a conditional based code. Okay, so far. Okay, it's not the AI actually I'm using here. I'll also show you how we can integrate AI. Okay, I'll implement the same kinds of projects and there I'll be using large language model, that means LLM, That means artificial intelligence technique to handle this at the command as well, to handle this at the task as well. It can perform any kinds of task that time. Whatever question you will be asking, it can give you all kinds of answer. Okay. Now let me write some conditional statement here. So what I will do, I don't want to speak right now. I'll just write some condition here. If, let's say, user is asking the time. Okay, user is asking the time. I'll just write if time in query. If time in query. So here I'm using membership operator. I think you know what membership operator does. So query is what? Query is nothing but it's a text. If I show you, query is nothing but it's a text. If I print, okay, if I print my query, it's a text. That means it's a string, right? Let me execute.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
Okay, you can see it's a text only. It's a string only. Now let me comment this line as of now, because every time it will wish me. Okay, you can see it's a string. Now I can perform this membership operator on top of a string. If I just write time in query, so what it will return? Tell me. If I'm just asking what is the time, definitely time would be there in the query. So I'll just write print yes. Okay. Okay, print yes. Now see what will happen if I execute the program. So I'll again exit the program. What is the time? See, what is the time? Time is there inside this particular string. That's why it's printing yes. That means my condition is true. Okay, I hope you got it, how I'm writing this particular logic. So once time is there, so I want to speak the time from my Jarvis. Okay, so what I will do, I can use the same datetime package to get the time. See, that's how actually I can get the current timestamp. Okay, from my system, you can see first of all I'm getting the hour, minute, then seconds. Okay, then I want to speak this. Okay, I want to speak this from my Jarvis. So I'll call my speak function. Inside that I'll just write, sir, the time is, this is the time. Okay, now see, if I execute the program, let me show you. Hey Jarvis, what is the time?
Sir, the time is 13 hours, 34 minutes and 50 seconds.
Okay, I hope you got it. Now let me stop the execution. So it will give me the time, that time. Okay, that means I'm not taking the entire command. I'm just only checking the time is there in the query or not. This is called conditional, actually, let's say command handling, conditional command handling. Okay, it's not an AI handler I'm implementing, but what about AI? AI will recognize your entire voice. Okay, based on that, it will give you the response. But here, I'm just writing a condition. If time is there, then it will give you the time. Okay, similar ways, you can also use some other condition. Let me show you. So I'll take another condition. I'll just take elif. I'll just write name in. I'll just write name in query. Okay. So once name in query is there, I want to speak. My name is Jarvis. Okay. My name is Jarvis. Now let me show you. Hey, what is your name?
My name is Jarvis.
Got it? That means what is happening now, name is there inside the query, and whenever this condition is matching, it is telling my name is Jarvis. That means everything I'm writing as a condition, and I'm using speak function again and again, whatever function I have written here. Okay, and every time I'm using this particular take command function, it will keep on listening. Whatever query user is asking, it will match the condition. If one of the condition is matching, it will give you the response with respect to that. Now see, every time I have to press Ctrl+C to exit from my terminal, I can also give a command to exit. So here I can write elif. If exit, okay, exit in query. So simply it will speak goodbye, sir. Okay, after that it will exit the application. So for this you can use this particular exit function. Now let me show you. Hey, what is your name?
My name is Jarvis.
Okay, please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
Now see, my execution would be done. Okay, so every command you can set here, all the tasks you can perform here. If you just simply search on Google, like Jarvis different command, you will see people have already written different command. You can use it in your condition as well. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the command, some of the tasks. Okay, apart from that, you can add more. Okay, add more. This should be your task actually. Now let me show you how you can open your Google. Okay, if you are, let's say if I want to open my google.com, facebook.com, how I can do it. So for this, I'm going to use one library called web browser. So it is already available inside Python. You don't need to install it, called web browser. Okay, web browser. With the help of web browser, I can open up any kinds of browsers. So let me show you. So here I will give a condition. Elif, let's say I want to open Google. Okay, so I'll just write open Google. Open Google. There is one issue actually I have to fix. See, I'm giving open Google like that. That means it will check this particular keyword in my string. But let's say in some cases in your query, Google, let's say spelling would be in capital form. That time actually it won't be matching. So for this, what I will do, all the command actually I'm taking, everything I'll just try to convert in a lower format. Because it's a string, I can perform this lower function on top of it. Now everything would be converted as a lower. Okay, that's how we can handle this particular situation. Now I'll just write elif open in query. So it will open the google.com. So let me show you. See, first of all, it will speak. Okay, sir, please type here what you want to read, and it will open the google.com. See, I'm using the web browser package, and inside web browser, you are having a function called open. Inside that, you can give any kinds of domain name. Let's say google.com. It will open the google.com. Let me show you. If I now execute the program. Hey, Jarvis, I want to read something. Please open Google.
Okay, sir. Please type here what do you want to read.
Now see, my Google would be opened automatically. Fine. Now let me get back. Please exit the application.
Goodbye, sir.
Fine. Now, similar wise, you can also open the Facebook. Let's say you have give Facebook here. Now it will open the facebook.com. Hey, I want to use my Facebook. Please open Facebook.
Okay, sir. Please type here what do you want to read.
Okay, see, it is trying to open up my Facebook right now. So let me stop the execution. Now see, here you can change the message. Okay, sir. Opening Facebook. I can write like that. Opening Facebook. Fine. Yeah. Similar wise, you can also open github.com, stackoverflow.com, anything you can open. Fine. Now, one more actually, let's say, task I want to add here. Let's say if I want to search anything and it is not available inside my, let's say, condition, it will search in the Wikipedia. So for this, what I can do, I can use one package called Wikipedia. Okay, there is a Python package is available called Wikipedia. Okay, Wikipedia you can install. So let me install this Wikipedia. So I'll open up my terminal and I'll install this Wikipedia. So I'll just write pip install -r requirement.txt. It will install the Wikipedia. Okay, Wikipedia installed. Now I'll get back. I'll import the Wikipedia. So import Wikipedia. Fine. Let me show you the condition for the Wikipedia. See, this is the condition for the Wikipedia. That means if you are speaking Wikipedia, okay, in your command, that means it will search in the Wikipedia, whatever query you are asking. Let's say, first of all, it will speak searching Wikipedia, then query, whatever query actually you are giving. Whatever query actually you are giving, first of all, it will replace the Wikipedia with empty word, because I don't need to search the Wikipedia inside a Wikipedia. That's why I'm replacing this particular keyword with empty word. Now it will search in the Wikipedia. You can see Wikipedia package I'm using, and inside that there is a function called summary, and you have to give your query here. And I only want to return 2 sentences, okay, from my Wikipedia, because if you open the Wikipedia, there would be thousands of, let's say, line, but I only need 2 lines, and it will speak that particular statement. Okay, you can see, first of all, it will speak according to Wikipedia. It will print in the terminal, and it will speak that particular results. Let me show you. So I'll open up my terminal, and now if I execute, hey Jarvis, who is Salman Khan according to Wikipedia?
Searching Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, Abdul Rashid Salim Salman Khan, pronounced SLMNXN, born December 27, 1965, is an Indian actor, film producer, and television personality who predominantly works in Hindi films. In a career spanning over 3 decades, Khan has received numerous awards, including 2 National Film Awards as a film producer, and 2 Filmfare Awards as an actor.
Please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
Got it? So if you want to search anything according to Wikipedia, you can use this particular condition that time. It will go to the Wikipedia and it will automatically search from there. Okay, make sure you have the internet connection, otherwise it won't be working. Okay, I hope you got it. So that's how you can create your Jarvis system. You can add different tasks right now. You can open music, you can open any kinds of file. Okay, simply just go to Google and search. You will get each and everything. Okay, all the code, how to open a music, how to open a, let's say, directory. Okay, everything you can do. So that should be, guys, task from my end. Please add some more features here and please comment out some more features so that I want to see whether you are able to do it or not. Because so far you have learned everything and you know how to explore over the internet as well. You have the ChatGPT, everything you have right now. So please explore on top of it and try to add some more function on this particular application. Okay, and again, it's a very interesting application we have created. And see, small spoke topic, whatever we have learned previously, everything we have integrated here. All the functional concept, exceptional handling concept, okay, a logging concept, conditional statement concept, then packaging concept, everything we have added here. Fine, I hope you got it. Now let me again execute the application and finally run this one. Hey, what is the time, Jarvis?
Sir, the time is 13 hours 45 minutes and 14 seconds.
What is your name?
My name is Jarvis.
What is mathematics according to Wikipedia?
Searching Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, what is mathematics? Is a mathematics book written by Richard Durant and Herbert Robbins, published in England by Oxford University Press.
Who is Shah Rukh Khan according to Wikipedia?
Searching Wikipedia. According to Wikipedia, Shah Rukh Khan, pronounced XXN, born November 2nd, 1965, also known by the initialism SRK, is an Indian actor and film producer who works in Hindi cinema. Referred to in the media as the Badshah of Bollywood and King Khan, he has appeared in more than 100 films, and earned numerous accolades, including 14 Filmfare Awards.
Okay, Jarvis, thank you. Please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
Got it? So again, interesting application we have created, and I think you enjoyed this particular project a lot. So please try to add some more features. Okay, try to explore the Jarvis, whatever Jarvis can do, we can also add here. Okay, so with that, now I'm going to end this particular video because everything I showed you how we can do the implementation. Okay, I think I mentioned to uncomment this particular line. I have to uncomment. Now see, every time it will wish me. If I now execute.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
What is the time?
Sir, the time is 13 hours 46 minutes and 59 seconds. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
Please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
Now one issue, see, every time whenever loop is over, every time it is wishing me, but I don't want that. What I will do, I'll simply cut it and here I'm going to paste it before the while loop. Okay, now what will happen, it will only wish me one time. Let me show you.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
What is your name?
My name is Jarvis.
Please exit, Jarvis.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay, so that's how we can handle this particular situation as well. Fine. Okay, so far the project actually we have implemented. This is based on the conditional statement, because you can see every time I've just written the condition, and if this condition is not matching, your application won't be working. So again, you have to follow the condition always, right? So apart from that, we'll be also learning another implementation. There we'll try to use actually artificial intelligence technique. We'll be using large language model, generative AI concept to implement this particular Jarvis system. That means personal AI assistant system. Okay, so I hope you got it. So I think you got it, the entire implementation and the entire logic. And if you have any issue, let me know in the comment section. Definitely your issue should be resolved. So yes, this was all about from this particular video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be implementing another amazing project called Multilingual AI Assistant with the help of Python. In our previous video, we already implemented one project called Jarvis System. Okay, like Iron Man Jarvis System we have developed. And I think you have learned a lot from that particular video. So we'll be utilizing the same concept here as well. And this particular application will be implementing, it would be a little bit advanced than your previous application you have developed, right? So here we'll be utilizing actually artificial intelligence concept. That means we'll be utilizing something called generative AI here. Okay, with the help of large language model, we'll be implementing this particular project. See, in our previous project, what was the main issue there? See, the main issue there actually, it was a conditional based programming. So based on the condition, actually it was performing the task. But what about actually any casual conversation? Okay, whatever, let's say any casual command, so it was not working in that particular point, right? So application will be implementing right now. So this will support actually all kinds of command, all kinds of language, even all kinds of casual conversation as well. So we'll be utilizing the core artificial intelligence in this particular video, and we'll be trying to implement this particular projects. And if you're not familiar with artificial intelligence, no need to worry, because here we'll be implementing the projects. Everything will be using as a practical tool. Okay, so no need to understand any kinds of theory. It's completely fine. But if you're interested learning artificial intelligence, the first thing you have to master Python. So that is what actually I'm teaching you so far. And make sure you complete this particular playlist, and after completing this particular playlist, you will become a champion inside Python, and you can switch in any kinds of domain. You can learn artificial intelligence, you can do web development, you can do software development, any kinds of domain you can switch your career. Okay, so no need to worry. Even I'll be also discussing about artificial intelligence in this particular channel itself. So each and everything you will get from here only. Okay, so make sure you subscribe the channel and share this video with your friends and family. So first of all, let me tell you what is a multilingual AI assistant. See, multilingual means it can support multi-language. See, previously I was working with only English language, right? I was giving the English command and all, but the application will be implementing, it can support multi-language. Okay, that's why it's called multilingual AI assistant. Okay, we'll be implementing. So I think you already know if I want to develop any project, so what are the steps we have to follow? First of all, we have to create the project folder, then we'll be creating the environment, then we'll be setting some of the requirements, okay, in that particular environment. So let's perform those are the steps. So I'm going to open up my folder, and there I'm going to open up my VS Code, and I'll be creating the environment, okay, for this particular project, because here we are implementing another new project. So make sure you are creating a new environment, okay, for this particular project. So here I'm going to create a folder. The folder name would be Multilingual AI Assistant. Now let me just create this particular folder. Now inside that I'm going to open up my Visual Code Studio. So let me open my Visual Code Studio. So this is my Visual Code Studio. Now let me zoom this particular screen. Yeah, I think now it is visible. Now the first thing, as I already told you, first of all you have to create the environment. So to create the environment, so what you can do, you can open up your Anaconda prompt. Now I'll just copy this particular location and let me redirect it here. First of all, I will go to my E drive. Then I'll write the CD command. Now I'll paste this particular path. Then if I hit enter, see, now I'm inside my this particular folder. Okay, now let me make a bigger screen. Now here the first thing, we'll be creating the environment. So let me create the environment, and I think you know how to create the environment. So you have to execute the command conda create -n, give the name of the environment. Let's say this is AI assistant. Okay, AI assistant, or I can only give assistant, I think. And now specify the Python version. So Python is equal to, now I'm going to use something called Python 3.10. Okay, why 3.10? Because here we'll be working with large language model, and large language model wise we'll be using one model called Gemini. Okay, this is for Google actually. I think you know what is Gemini, right? So let me show you. So Gemini is nothing but it's a large language model. So if I search for Gemini, you will see this particular Gemini app. Okay, it is already hosted from the Google. It is like your ChatGPT. Okay, so here you can also do the chat operation and all. And in the backend of this particular application, Gemini model is running. You can see Gemini model is running. Okay, so we'll be using this particular Gemini model. And if I want to use Gemini model, I have to use one Google Generative AI library. That means package. And that particular package supports Python 3.10. Okay, if you're not using 3.10, there might be some issue. Okay, that's why it's recommended to use Python 3.10. Now let's give -y. Now, if I execute this particular line, I think my environment would be created. So let's wait. So guys, you can see my environment is created. Now I have to activate. So let me copy the command and let me execute it here. Now I have activated my environment. Now what I have to do, I have to install some of the package here. So let me create a requirement.txt file here. Requirements.txt. Now inside that I'm going to mention all the library I need for this particular project. So here the first thing we need something called speech recognition. Why? Because again we are creating an AI assistant system and it will take our command, right? So we'll be speaking and that particular speech actually it will try to recognize. And how to do the recognition? I think you saw my previous implementation, right? There I was using this speech recognition package, right? So we'll be using the same code only. Okay, here also. Then I need something called PyAudio. Okay, because if I want to use speech recognition, I need this particular package. Then I need a Google generative AI library because I told you I'm going to use Gemini model. Okay, and if I want to use Gemini model, I have to use this particular library, Google generative AI, and this package is from Google. Okay, Google itself. Then I'm also going to convert actually text to speech. That means I'm going to save that particular speech file in a MP3 file. So for this, I'm going to use this particular package called GTTX. Okay, that means Google text to speech. Okay, this library. Previously, I was using PyTTXX3. But here I'm going to use this particular GTTS. Okay, this one, because I want to show you like different packages. That's why I'm going to use this one. Then I need another package called pipwin. So if you want to use this particular GTTS, you also need to install pipwin. Then the last package actually I need Streamlit. Okay. Now you can ask me what is Streamlit. See, Streamlit is a Python actually package. With the help of Streamlit, we can create a web application. Okay, we can create a UI, that means user interface, without writing any kinds of HTML and CSS code. So I'll tell you, it's like very easy to use. Only with the help of 1 to 2 line of code, you can easily create a actually server, local server. It will look like a web application and you can create a user interface. Okay. See, previous project actually I didn't create any kinds of user interface. In this particular project, I'll show you how we can also create the user interface with the help of Streamlit in a very easy way. Okay. So these are the actually library I need for this particular project. Now let me just install them one by one. So pip install -r requirement.txt. Now if I execute, see, now all the library would be installed one by one. So again, it will take some time. So let's wait. I'll come back once this particular installation is completed. So guys, you can see all the package installed successfully. There is no error. So now let me clear the terminal and let me minimize it as of now. Fine. So now here I'm going to create a file and I'm going to again name it as main.py. Okay. So inside this particular py file, we'll be writing our code, and make sure you've selected the currently created environment. Just click here and select the environment. Let's say the environment name is assistant. And if you're not getting it, just try to refresh here. Okay. After refreshing, you will get this particular environment. Now see, everything is set. So as I already told you, we'll be using the same concept, the previous project concept actually. So whatever functionality we have written there, I can use some of the functionality here, like the take command function, because it will take my voice as an input and it will recognize that, right? So we already created that function. So let me copy paste from my previous code. So I'll open up my Jarvis, and here I think you saw we had this particular function. Okay, take command. So I'll copy this particular function as it is, and I'm going to paste it inside this particular main.py. Fine. And for this, what I need my login. Okay, login functionality as well as the speech recognition library. So again, let's copy. So here, what I will do, I will copy this speech recognition library. So here I'm going to paste. I also need to copy the login functionality. So let me also copy. So here is the log file we have written. I can copy this log as it is, and I can paste it here. Okay, for this I need login module. So let me import login. Then I also need something called operating system. So import OS as well. Fine. Now see, everything is fine. Now let me test whether everything is working fine or not. I can execute the take command function. So I'll just copy and let me just call the function here, take command. Now if I execute my application, so Python main.py. Hello everyone. See, hello everyone is recognized. That means it's working fine. Okay. So nothing new I have just done, because I already explained this particular code in my previous project. Okay. Make sure you are watching that particular video. Otherwise, it would be a little bit confusing. So it is related to that particular implementation, because I told you we'll be implementing similar kinds of application. Okay. But it would be a little bit advanced, okay, than my previous one. That is the idea. Now in my previous application, I think you remember, we also created another function for the speak. That means it will convert my text to voice, okay, text to voice. So now I'm not going to use this particular function, because you can see there I was using PyTTSX3 library, but here actually we'll be using something called GTTS, okay, this particular library. So with the help of GTTS, actually we can save the audio file in a MP3 format. So let me show you how we can do it. So first of all, let me import this library. So see, if I want to import GTTS, so how you need to import, you just need to write from GTTS import GTTS. Now you can ask me why you have written from GTTS import GTTS, because see, it is the concept of object-oriented programming inside Python. Soon we'll start the OOP video as well. So there actually we'll be learning something called Python class, okay, Python class. And inside class we can define lots of method. So just try to remember, this is a Python class called GTTS, and inside this particular class I'm having one method called GTTS, okay, this is the method. And if you also search in Google GTTS in Python, so you will also see the code snippet, how we can import it and all, everything you will get from the documentation. So here you can open up any kinds of documentation. Let's have open this documentation, and here you will see the code snippet. Now you can see everyone is importing like that, from GTTS import GTTS, okay. I think you got it, and no need to worry, I will also teach you this particular OOP concept, like object-oriented programming inside Python. There this would be more clear, like how we can import anything, okay, like that, from and import, okay, how we can use this particular statement. As of now, just try to consider, if I want to use GTTS, I need to import like that, okay. Okay, so fine, we have imported this particular GTTS. Now let me create a function. So this particular function will take one text and it will convert in an audio file. So let me create a function called text to speech. It will take the text as input, and what it will do, with the help of GTTS, inside that you have to define, so inside GTTS, that means inside this particular method, okay, inside this particular method you have to pass two things. One is the text, okay, the text actually you want to convert in audio file. So this is the text I want to convert. And the second thing, you have to mention the language. So here you can pass English as of now, okay, EN, that means it's an English language. Now it will give you one object, so I'll just save in a TTX variable, and simply I'll just save this particular file, okay. So there is a method called save, and the format should be MP3, okay, so output.mp3, okay, or you can just write speech.mp3, okay. Now let me show you how it will work. So simply I can show you one example. Let's say, first of all, I will speak something, let's say with the help of take command, and whatever text actually I'll be getting, I'll just try to pass inside text to speech. Fine, now let me save, and if I execute the program, hi, my name is Bappy. Now see, hi, my name is Bappy is saved inside this particular MP3 file. Now let me play and let me show you.
Hi, my name is Bappy.
Got it? That means it will try to convert this particular text to speech, okay, and it will save in a MP3 file. That is the idea. But previously it was directly speaking with the help of PyTTSX3 library, okay. So both are different, you have to remember. Now we'll be using these two function actually to take the command and convert any kinds of text to voice, okay. I hope it is clear. Now here the main thing I need that large language model, like Gemini large language model, because whatever, let's say, command user will give, whatever, let's say, question user will ask, everything I will put in. So everything I will send to the Gemini, okay, Gemini model, and Gemini will give me the response, and that particular response I will show to the user, right? This is the idea. Now if I want to use Gemini, so what I have to do, first of all, I need to take one API key, Gemini API key. For this, just go to Google and search for Gemini API, okay, Gemini API. So we'll get the first website. Just try to open this particular website, and Gemini API is completely free, you don't need to pay anything. So this is the free one, okay, we'll be using. Now just go below, and here we'll get one option called get API key in Google AI Studio. So let me open this particular link. And previously I already created one key, that's why it's visible here, but for you it would be empty. Now let me create a new key. Just click on create a API key. Got it. Now select the project. You can select any kinds of project. If you don't have the project, you can create a project. Okay, now let's create the API key. See, this is my API key. Just try to copy, and no need to, and don't share this key with anyone, guys, otherwise they will also access this particular model, okay, from your account. I'm showing you because I will be deleting after the recording. So now let me open up my file, and as of now just let me save it here. As of now I'll just save it here. Okay, that's it. Let me do the comment, or I can store it inside this particular txt file as of now, because I need it later on. That's why I just save it. Okay, now as I told you, to use the Gemini you have to use one library called Google Generative AI. So let me import that library. So I'll just write import google.generative AI, okay, as GenAI. So again I'm giving a alias name, okay, GenAI. So now I'm going to initialize my Gemini model. So let me again create a function. So def Gemini, okay, Gemini underscore model. So it will take the user input, okay, user underscore input. User input means whatever command actually will be giving, okay, in this particular application. That means whatever things will be telling, it will come here, okay, as an user input. Now simply I just need to first of all configure the Gemini model. For this I'll just write GenAI dot configure, and inside that I need to pass my API key. Okay, now I'll copy this particular API key, I'll cut it, and here I need to mention the API key. Fine, this is my API key. So what will happen with the help of API key, it will access that particular Gemini model which is present inside the Google Cloud, okay, Google server. I have to initialize the model, like which model I want to use. I want to use the Gemini model. So I'll just write GenAI dot configure, sorry, GenAI GenAI dot generative model, and I'm going to use one model. The model name is Gemini, okay, Pro. So this model actually will be using, okay, this model actually will be using for this particular application. Now whatever input user is giving, I will simply pass this particular input from in the model. So I'll just write model dot generate content, okay, and this will take the input and it will give you the response. That means the answer, okay, of that particular question response. And from the response itself, I only want to extract that text. So I'll just write response dot text. I only need the text, okay, not anything else. Then this is my result, okay, this is my results, and simply I'm going to return this particular result. So return results, that's it. So this is a simple function I have created. Inside that, what is happening, first of all I am configuring this generative AI, okay, with the help of this API key. That means it will authenticate with Google Generative AI. That means the Google AI Studio, there actually my Gemini model is present. Now I'm initializing the Gemini model. Then whatever question user is asking, I'm giving inside the model is giving the response, and that particular response I'm extracting the text and I'm returning the results. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now let me show you how it will work. So see what I can do. I can call the function one by one. First of all, I will call the take command function, because with the help of that I will give the question, okay. That means it will do the speech recognition, and whatever actually user is asking and whatever question actually I'm getting from the user, I'll pass it to the Gemini model. Okay, Gemini model, it will receive the text. Okay, that means user input, and it will return the results. Okay, so this is my results. Let's say RE my results, and this particular results I'll try to convert in a or let me just print as of now. Let me just print, okay, this particular result. Now see if I execute the program. What is Python? Now see, it is giving you the entire content, like what is Python. You can see Python is a general purpose high level programming language. It can be used to develop wide range of software application. So you can ask any kinds of question right now, any kinds of question. Let me show you. What is differential in mathematics? See, it is giving me beautiful results. Okay, beautiful results with the example as well. That means whatever, let's say question you can pass in the Gemini app, the same question you can also ask in your application right now. Okay, the application you have created, and it will give you a very good response. Okay, very good response. And you can see the response. Now I don't need to read it. Okay, I want to listen as a audio. So what I need to do, I need to convert this particular response to a audio. So for this, what I can do, I can use this particular text to speech. So simply I can write text to speech, and whatever, let's say, result I'm getting, I'm just try to convert it to audio file. That's it. Now see if I again execute. What is Python? See, it will take some time because whatever response it has generated, everything would be converted as an audio file. Okay, that's why it will take some time. So you have to wait to convert this particular audio file. So guys, you can see execution is done and it has generated this speech.mp3. Now if I
Python is a versatile, interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language frequently used for developing web applications, data science, machine learning.
So let me stop because it is around 3 minutes. Okay, because it is around 3 minutes. So as of now, let me stop it and let me close it. Okay, I think you got it. Okay, how it is working, and I already tested it. Everything is working fine. So see, now I'm not going to execute my application like that. Instead of that, what I will do, I'll just create a user interface. Okay, so for this, actually, I'm going to use something called Streamlit. So let me import the Streamlit. Import Streamlit as st. Fine. Now here I'm going to just launch a server. So what I will do, first of all, I will create a function called main. Inside the main function, I'm going to execute my application. Okay, so first of all, I will just I'm going to launch the server of the Streamlit. For this, you can use st.title. Okay, st.title. Inside that, you can give any title. Let's say this is a multilingual AI assistant. Now see, if I execute the program, you will see that it will create a user interface. Okay, beautiful user interface for you. So now let me call the function. So I'll just call this particular function. So let me call main. Fine. Now see, if I execute the program with the help of this command, python main.py, it won't be working. So it is suggesting you have to use Streamlit run main.py. So if you're using Streamlit, okay, Streamlit package, Streamlit, let's say web application. So you have to use this particular command to run your application right now. Streamlit run main.py. This is the command. So let me copy and let me run it here. Streamlit run main.py. Okay. Now see if I execute it. So it is asking for my email. I'm going to just pass it. Okay, I'll just give the enter. Now see, it is telling just allow the application. I'll do the allow operation. Now see, it will launch one web server for you. Okay, see, this is the web server and it is running on your local host. Okay, local host port number 8501. Now see, this is the title. So whatever title you have given here, okay, multilingual AI assistant, it will show here. And see, without writing HTML and CSS code, I'm able to get this particular beautiful user interface. Okay, and here you can also change the color and everything. Let me show you. So let's see if I go to the settings. So here you can change it to light mode. That means you'll see it will give you white interface, but I want to use the black interface. So this is better actually. Dark one. Okay, I'll be using the dark one. Okay, so that's actually without writing any kinds of HTML CSS code, you can launch one web server and you can create a user interface. Okay, UI. That is the idea. So Streamlit is like very powerful inside Python. So it will give you lots of flexibility to create this particular web application. And going forward, we'll be using this Streamlit a lot. Okay, in our project. That's why I'm just showing you the fundamental of Streamlit, how we can use it. Okay, in this particular project. That's it. Now I'll just create a button. So if anyone click on the button, okay, so it will start listening my voice. So to create the button, so I can use something called if st. Okay, st.button. There is a method you will get called button. Inside that, just give the message. Let's say I will give ask me anything. Okay, and if you press the button, okay, if you click on the button, so what will happen? It will give a message. Okay, it will show one message like listening. So with for this actually I'll be using something called spinner. Okay, spinner. So spinner, what it will do, it will show you the loading message. Okay, loading message. Let me show you. So here I'll just give a message called listening. Okay, listening. That's it. Now inside that, I'm going to call my take command function. Okay, the take command function we have written. So let me call it. So it will return me text, and I'm going to call this particular take command function. and whatever, let's say, text I'm getting, I'm going to just print it here. That's it. Now let me execute the application and let me show you how it will work. See, to rerun this particular application, just try to click on the rerun. So it will load the new changes. That means whatever code you have changed, okay, it will reload that particular code. So see, if you just refresh this page, actually, I will see your new change would be updated. So whatever button we have added, now see, it is showing here. Now if I click on the button, it will start recognizing my voice. Let me show you. Hi, how are you doing? See, completed. Now if I open up my terminal, you can see this particular message. Okay, that means everything is working fine so far. Now let me get back to my code. Now what I will do, the text actually I'm getting, first of all, I will give this particular text to my Gemini model. So I'll just call Gemini model. Inside that, I'm going to pass this particular text. So it will give me something called response. Okay, so response. So this response I will give to my text to speech. Okay, text to speech function. So it will try to convert this text to voice. Okay, in MP3 file. I think you know. Okay, this will try to convert. Then what I will do, I'll try to show this particular MP3 file in my user interface. So for this, you have to write this particular code snippet. Let me show you. See. So display audio player and download the link. You can also download that particular audio. Okay, it is also possible. It's a very simple code with the help of Streamlit we are doing. So first of all, we're opening this particular file. You can see speech MP3 in a read binary mode, because I told you if you want to open up any binary file, you can use this RB mode. Okay, that time. Then I'm reading this particular content. Okay. Then you can see text area. Why I'm taking the text area? Because whatever response actually I'm getting, I also want to show this particular response inside my user interface. Okay, it will create a text area. Inside that, it will print all the messages, and this is the size of that particular text area. Now see, inside Streamlit, you are having audio function. Inside that, you have to give this particular audio byte, and format is MP3. Okay, audio MP3. So this will automatically render that audio there, and you can also download. Okay, there is a download button I'm adding. Label is download button. You can see download speech. So audio byte, it will download. That means this particular file it will download, and the file. And here I am passing the audio bytes. That means the bytes actually I'm reading after reading. That means the bytes actually I'm getting from this particular file. So this is the data, and the file name is speech.mp3. Okay, this particular mp3, and it is a mp3 format. Okay, so these are the code snippet you have to write. Now you can ask me why I got this particular code. Simply go to the Streamlit documentation. Okay, Streamlit documentation. Okay, like how to create the button, how to create a download button. Okay, everything they have mentioned in that documentation. Just try to go ahead and try to see. Okay, and I'm sharing the simple code with you, so no need to check the documentation as well. If you want to use it, you can use my code as well. Fine, that's it. Now see, everything is fine. Now if I save this particular code, and now if I get back to my user interface again, let me refresh. Now see, everything is fine. Now again, I'll give the input. See what will happen. What is Python? So guys, now you can see I'm getting the response here. You can see this is the response, complete response, and this is the text area. The text area I was talking about, I think you remember. Here is the text area. Okay, text area, and this is the height of the text area. Inside that, all the response actually I can see. Okay, and this is my audio file. Now I can also play this particular file.
Python is a general purpose, high-level, interpreted programming language. It is designed to be both easy to read and easy to write, and it is often used for developing.
Okay, so you can hear the complete audio. I'm going to stop it right now. Now see, if I want to download the speech, I can also do it. So download it. So you can see this file is downloaded. Now I'll open it, and I can also play it here.
Python is a general purpose, high-level, interpreted web programmers to learn and use the language.
I think you got it right, how to download it as well. Now see, I can also give the command in different languages also. So let me just give Kaise ho aap? See, I just ask in the Hindi, and I'm getting the Hindi response as well. Then you can also ask something in a different language as well. Let's say Spanish, China, anything you can ask, because it's a multilingual AI assistant we have developed. And in the backend, we're running Gemini model. Okay, so that is how actually we can implement with the help of artificial intelligence. And it's like very interesting concept. Whenever you'll be learning in future, you will get it. So we'll be learning so many things inside AI as well. You can follow this particular channel for this. We'll be also bringing lots of content related AI. So yes, we have developed this particular amazing project, guys. I think you like this particular project. And now what you have to do, see the previous project, actually you have learned this particular Jarvis. Okay, so here you have to add this particular user interface with the help of Streamlit. I think I already showed you the Streamlit. Okay, how to use the Streamlit. Another functionality you have to add, the function I have written here. So this particular function, this Gemini function, that means whatever user is giving any casual message, it's giving me the response, okay, from the model itself. This functionality you have to add in the Jarvis AI, okay, Jarvis project as well. So this should be your task, guys. So please try to do it. Please try to attempt at least. If you're not practicing by yourself, if you're not writing the code, it would be a little bit difficult for you. Okay, so try to just modify, try to add some more features in this particular project and all, then definitely you will be learning a lot. Okay, so yes, this is all from this particular video. I hope you like this. So thank you so much for watching this particular video, and I will see you next time. Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll be learning another interesting topic inside Python called converting .py file to executable file. Now you can ask me why we have to convert our py file to the executable file. Executable file means .exe file. Okay, see what happens actually whenever you implement any kinds of software. So initially you write tons of code for that, right? And if I want to execute that particular software, what I have to do? First of all, I have to create a virtual environment. Then I have to set up all the requirement packages. Okay, then I can use your software. Like I can install it, then I can execute your software in my system. But let's say I want to share my software with any other person, and they want to, let's say, use my software. But let's say they are not familiar with Python programming. So it's not possible. Like they will be setting all the projects and all, they will be creating the virtual environment, they will install the Anaconda and all, right? It's not possible. As an user, what you will do, just try to double click on my software and they will use that software. Okay, that is the idea. Because you can see all the computer software we're having, we have the executable file, right? So after downloading, after installing it, we'll get that executable file. So we just need to double click on that software and we can use that particular software. That is the idea. So we don't need to install anything. Okay, we don't need to install any kinds of package. We don't need to install any kinds of, let's say, Anaconda, right? And we don't open that particular code. So we don't need to do anything. Only we just double click on that particular executable file and we can use that particular software. That is the idea. Okay. So I'll show you practically this part. I think then this would be clear. So here we'll be learning how we can convert any kinds of Python file to the executable file. Let's say if I want to convert my software, if I want to convert my code to executable file so that other people can use it without installing anything, so they can use this particular executable file to run my application. So let's try to see the practical demo. Then I think this would be more clear. So guys, as you can see, we had created one project actually called Jarvis System. I think you remember. So now let's see if I want to execute this particular Jarvis System, what I have to do. I think you know, first of all, I have to open up my VS Code here. Okay, I have to open up my VS Code here. Then I have to open up my Anaconda prompt here. Okay, I have to open up my Anaconda prompt here. Then I will just copy the path of this particular folder. Then I will redirect into this particular folder. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to activate the environment. I think you know we have created a virtual environment. So if I show you the environment conda env list. So this is the environment we created, Jarvis System. I'll copy the name of the environment and I'll just activate it. So conda activate Jarvis System. Now see, it is activated. Now I can easily, now I can execute this particular application. But let's say you are opening this particular project for the first time. What you have to do, you have to create the environment, this particular environment. Then inside that you have to set up all the requirements. Okay, then you will be able to use my application. For this you need Anaconda, for this you need Python, right? For this you need, let's say, entire system, right? Entire system, whatever system actually I'm having right now. But it's not actually possible to install everything, okay, for all the user. Now I'll just simply write Python main.py. Now see.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
Hey Jarvis, what is the time?
Sir, the time is 9 hours 55 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay, please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
See, that's how I can execute this particular application. Now you can see my project format is .py file, because in .py file I'm having all the code, but I don't want to share my project with .py file. I don't want to share my source code with other people. Okay, so for this, what I can do, I can convert this particular .py file to executable file. That means .exe file. So for this, what you can do, see, I have given a guide already. Guide.txt file is there. So just try to open it and all the command I just mentioned here. Okay, what you have to do here. So the first thing, what you have to do, first of all, you have to install one package called PyInstaller. With the help of PyInstaller, we'll be converting this .py file to executable file. So let me show you. So if I copy this particular command and let me execute in my terminal. For me, I already installed that, so it's telling requirement satisfied, but for you, it will install. First of all, just try to execute this command, PyInstaller main.py. So what will happen? It will look for main.py. Okay, it will look for your source code. Okay, source code. And this particular source code would be converted to executable file with the help of PyInstaller. So if I show you, see, if I execute this particular command, see, it is converting. Okay, see, it is converting. So it will take some time. After that, you will see one executable file inside a dist folder. Now see, two folders are created, build and dist. So these two folders would be automatically created, and inside that you will see some of the files, some of the software files. But I don't need all the software files. See, it's completed successfully. Now if I open this particular folder, let's say if I open the build folder, see inside build folder, I'm having main file. Okay, main file. The main file I think you saw here. This is my code main file. Now it has converted to .exe file, that is executable file. Now apart from that, another folder is created called dist. Okay, inside dist also you will see this particular executable file. Now see which main file you will be using. The main file you will be using, which is available inside dist folder. So let me open the dist folder. Inside main, I'm having one main exe file. It's a exe file. Let me show you the extension property. So it's an executable file right now. Now see, I haven't opened any kinds of Anaconda. Okay, I haven't let's say activated my Anaconda. Let's say I don't have anything. Okay, I don't have anything in my system. Now if I double click on this software, see, it will execute my application. Let me show you.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
Hey Jarvis, what is the time?
Sir, the time is 9 hours 59 minutes and 34 seconds.
What is your name?
My name is Jarvis.
Okay, Jarvis, please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
Got it? So see, that's how actually we can convert any kinds of Python file to executable file. And now I can share this particular file with my friends. They can use my application. So I don't need to open my VS Code. I don't need to open my Anaconda, activate the environment, install all the requirements. Then I can use my software. Not like that. I can share this executable file. They will double click it. They will use it. Like the way actually we use any other software. Let's say I want to open Telegram. I'll just click on the Telegram icon. It will open up my Telegram software. Okay. So this is my own software we have created. So congratulations guys. So far you have created your own software. Okay. The project you have implemented. So you have also converted this particular project to an executable file. And that file now anyone can use. Okay, anyone can use. And going forward, when whatever project actually you'll be creating, try to convert all the project to executable file. Okay, and you can share with your friends and family so that they can also use that particular software. That's the idea. But one issue we'll see. See, if I want to execute this main.exe, so I need some more. Let's say file. Let's say this file actually I need. These are the file actually I need, because this is the dependency. Okay, this is the dependency file. Okay, without that actually I can't run this particular file. So this approach is not good. Even I personally don't like it. So if I only want to generate main.exe, only one file, okay, only one file, there won't be any kinds of dependency file. For this, you can use this command, PyInstaller -- one file main.py. Now let me show you. So first of all, let me just delete. These are the folder build, dist, this one. I'll just try to delete. These are the folders. Now I'll copy this command. And here I will execute it right now. Now see, again it is creating. So execution is done and it is completed. Now again let me open the folder. Now if I go to the dist, now see, only main exe is there. Okay, only main exe is there. Now let's see if I move this particular file somewhere. So I'll just, let's say, copy. And let's say I will keep it. So let's say I will keep it in my desktop. So here I'm going to paste it. So this is my file. Now if I double click,
Good morning, sir. How are you doing? I am Jarvis. Tell me, sir, how can I help you?
hey Jarvis, what is the time?
Sir, the time is 10 hours 4 minutes and 41 seconds.
Okay, please exit.
Goodbye, sir.
Alright, I think you saw the demo. Now you can use the software in the backend. So just try to execute the software and it will keep on running in your system. Okay, no need to open up your VS Code, Anaconda prompt, anything. Okay, it will keep on running. So yes, this is a very interesting concept inside Python, and it's like very useful. Whenever you will be implementing the software, you have to convert your software in a executable file. That is the idea. So yes, this is all from this video. I hope you liked it. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will see you next time.